whatever you're speccing, regardless of your archetype, the character you've picked, pick something that you feel is going to give you an edge. Again, your own ideas, your own concepts are the best ones. Use what you're comfortable with. Make it complement your own play style. Currently, I have Blade Barrier. I have Blade Barrier with bleed damage. I don't have the certain spec that some of you might have. And this is kind of what I have on my window in my tree, as you see here. A chance on hit the bleed, extra damage on bleed, rotation speed maxed out, and that's the route we took on that tree. I took this as a means of extra damage and attack speed, vitality. So it's based on vitality, and then I have attacks performed and such on this tree. But this isn't really important to you, more or less. But I do have some teleport distance, and that's what we're going to use to get beyond some of these firewalls that are going to be procced around us. So we do have some mobility. I suggest mobility, and that's why I'm showing you that. And then we just have our Omni Slash, our Empire Slash, to go along with our ability. And we just want to put some damage on him when we can. So we're looking at our stats as far as the damage that we have right now. We're not speccing any real poison or any magical elemental damages right now. Our attack ratings, our stats are pretty average. We do have some resistances. We have a little bit of resistance to everything. It's just because he throws out a variety of attacks, which you'll see. And your overall defense is going to help you against anything that might be physical that he could throw out. So in other words, physical damage in general is a good idea, but it is also to have some conception of the resistances before getting into the fight. We're going to begin, and we're going to use our movement speed, and he's going to throw out a few abilities here. This is the Meteor Shower. That Meteor Shower is going to play into the factor of your lightning, your fire resistances, for overall it just being, a magic skill damage that he's throwing out. This Meteor Rain, is an AoE that he'll throw out. You just want to avoid the area of the zone of that AoE. He'll throw out periodically. There is a sequence to his fight. So as his health gets low, he will then have access to other ability. And you could stand between the flames of that ability there, of those firewalls that are going across here. The actual ability has another name, but we're referring to it as a wall of fire, as it is coined a wall of thunder. So we want some fire and thunder resistances here because of what's happening with the meteor shower and these the Wrath of Anubis here with the meteor showers incorporating the wall of thunder as well that he procs. So we're going to get out of the zones of the AoE when possible and just avoid those showers of skulls. We're going to have plenty of time to maneuver here, make sure your movement speed is pretty decent, and you could have some phasing abilities which will assist with this fight in a moment, as you will see. And we're just going to debuff him a little bit more, and then we're going to start adding on some buffs here to speed up the fight a little bit. You want your DPS, your ultimate, your attack here to be decent. It doesn't have to be 100 million DPS to do this. And so we're just going to keep on our uptime for DPS as best we can here. This is a good time to phase in the fight sometimes. You want to get rid of the sarcophagi, as the sarcophagi are going to give him a status buff effect. So you don't want that to be in the fight for very long. And you just want to line up with these walls here the best that you can. That's where your movement speed is going to help you. So we're going to try to KO the boss here and we're gonna proc all of our potential buffs that we have, and we're just gonna go for it.